So as you saw in the last video, we had a huge amount of decibels. Basically, it's just a straight through 2-inch bore exhaust. So there's a couple of things I'm going to try. I will probably build a whole new exhaust system, headers back, so I'll actually use some V-bands and use a system which I can change between the side pipes and one large muffled side pipe for if I want to go on track days and stuff. So I just thought that is a smarter idea. Might as well do it now. I've got time. What I've got might function, but it will not get me through the IVA. So yeah, that's probably what I do. But there'll be a whole separate video when I go through getting the bits and pieces in for that. So that's a side idea. So if you forget that for the moment, I thought what I would do is I would try some products out there or some methods that people use to see what reduction I can get in my side pipes. So first thing I did was I found these online. These are Jetex decibel reducing inserts. So the pictures online weren't really that descriptive. It's like, oh, okay, it looks like it's got all these little bits of baffle. I thought, oh, maybe the inside is really exciting. No. Okay, so for just under £7 each, basically it's a 2-inch pipe. It just fits inside of a 2-inch pipe, and it's just been crimped down to about 1.5. So they do say that they need to have 300 mil of straight exhaust pipe to work. So that will go up the exhaust. I'm going to hold this, but yeah, some sound will come straight down through and come out, so it reduces your core size. And other stuff will come down between your outside and this, and then get trapped here, and then have to go back up again. So simple idea. We'll see how it works. I haven't found any reviews online because I did a bit of research going, well, is this worth it? Will this give me what I need? And if there's some crazy little trick like this, which I can actually physically fit inside my core, like properly bolted in, then it doesn't feel like it's cheating. It's, you know, it is a way to get around it. And again, that will give me, if it worked, it would get me a way to get onto tracks and stuff and have a reliable way of bringing my decibels down. So that was the first thing I'm going to do. I've got my meter, the one I borrowed from before, which you've seen in the previous video. I'm not convinced it's calibrated. I don't know how to calibrate it. I don't have a known volume of anything that I can compare that to, and the apps on my phone are very different, but I don't know if I trust a phone any better. So either way, my thinking is, if that was giving us 124, I think, in the last video, on startup, sorry, just on revving it to the 4,000 RPM with straight through pipes with no difference, then we'll put these in. We'll put all 4 in all the way around to give it a fair test. Then we'll do exactly the same test as before. Okay, so that is the exhaust in kit form. That's the tip pulled off. That's the wadding that goes with the fiberglass matting that goes around it. That's the interior 2-inch core. So the plan would be to have this insert in this end, probably about flush, to be honest, maybe slightly further in, so I can get, I'll put a couple of self-tappers in one either side, so that when that goes back into here with the matting around it, the exhaust gas is going to come down here, some's going to go straight through, some's going to get trapped between the perforated tube and that, bounce down here, you have to come back up to go down again, all the meantime going into the matting, but none of it will be able to bypass because the very end of the tube will have the insert in it. So there is no instructions, there's no guidance, there's no reviews online. I'm just guessing, and it just kind of makes sense to me. But what we'll do is we'll just do a test, see what happens. And probably rather than putting screws through that right now, having to tap into it, I think we'll just push it up slightly, and I'm just going to bend a piece of TIG wire through, and then just put it through to lock it from coming out. Not that it would, because I think that will hold it, but we'll just put that through one of the holes. So yeah, let's give it a go, and I'll knock that one up exactly the same. Go around the car. They're just push on, pull off at the moment because I haven't got any of the brackets on, because obviously I knew that I'd be messing with exhausts for a while. Right, okay, so I'll just put the headers back on this side. I forgot I actually had them off because I was planning something else. But anyway, that's all 4 side pipes, this side and the other side, with the Jetex decibel reducer. I'm going to call them decibel destroyers because it sounds good, but actually I don't even know if they work yet. Anyway, so they're pushed on, so that should stop some of it. Oh, let's just find out. That's the decibel meter I borrowed. My tripod. Right, so I've measured that. That's at the 45 degrees, 50 centimeters. It's the same height as before. I reviewed the video and we had 109 point something when it was fired up, and it was then just ticking over in here. So I'll crack the doors open so I don't suffocate to death. I'll fire it up, get it a little bit warm so it's running by itself, and then I will put a video on, and yeah, we'll see if it makes any difference at all. Right, here we go. Let's do the initial startup. Right, that was a quick rev up to 4,000 inside, and I haven't suffocated yet, so there's all kinds of rattling because nothing's really connected, but we'll review the video, I will, and see how it turns out. Okay, then just a quick recap. So I've just reviewed the video that you guys would have just seen, and what do we have at revs? Then we had about 117, 118. So, and offset tick over, it was settled, I think I just showed about 104 points, let's say 105 to round it up. So that's a kind of 5 decibel drop from the tick over last time. And what do we have at revs? 123. So yeah, it's kind of an average of 4 to 5 decibel drop. So okay, well, it's something. Depending on how much that actually hurts power as to whether or not, it doesn't matter to me, because obviously I'm looking to make the sound, but with the sound limit. So I think what I'll do next, I'll pop them back off again. Just literally, it's just to pull off the sleeving under here. And then I'm going to try some baffling in the core itself. I'll put some wire through so nothing can move, and I'm going to try some actual wadding, with some steel wool wadding in the actual core, which with those baffles at the end, we'll see if that makes much difference. Well, I can appreciate this is probably not the most exciting video, but I've just got all 4 back on again. Having taken them off, took all the wadding off again, put a cross of wire through about halfway down the core, and I've got 3 stainless like balls of scouring pads, but effectively exhaust wadding. So that's 3 in each, and that's only because I had 12. So let's just see what happens there. I'm not sure if it's going to affect the running, if it's going to tick over like a bag of shit, but hey ho, that's I can always take them off. Take them out, and I know because I've done that wire crisscross in the middle that they're not going to blow any further down. So this is all about experimentation, isn't it? So we got it down to, what do we have, 809 a minute ago, tick over. So let's get back on here and then see what happens. Okay, let's have a look at the video and then see what difference it made. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I'm probably going to put it out as it stands. So you've just watched that. So that was 108, high end of 108, just as it came off of the 4,000 RPM. Obviously without any exhaust clamps and everything's a bit rattly, but still, that's quite a marked improvement. So that was only 3 pieces of wadding, should we say, stainless wool in each of the cores, held up with like a lattice of effectively stainless wire across, so it can't come out. In addition to that Jetex decibel destroyer, which really isn't a destroyer, was it? What do we get? 4 or 5 decibels from that. So I'm pretty happy with the reductions for effectively what's cost me probably about 10 quid per pipe there, which is bugger all. Once it's all on properly and bolted up, it will be a pain to take that stuff in and out. So it's not like the quickest of noise reduction for track. Not like you get the old end fittings on some cars, but yeah, for what I've got to do, it's not horrific. So that's pretty much it. I'm still going to go ahead with the build of my own style of exhaust style. I was just going to build my own headers and hopefully use these side pipes, but I'd probably additionally build, well, if I have to, I'll build a single 6-inch bore side pipe, because you've got so much space. Oh god, I can't, whatever. There, to a single piece, probably a 2-inch, 2.5-inch core. I'm not sure. If I need to, so that's kind of it. But I do want to redesign the headers, use some V-bands and use some sleeve collectors, so it's a bit neater and a bit easier for them for me to change between what I want on their day to day. And then if I want to go into tracks or anything, if I need to have an exhaust which is compliant with noise regs, then reducing or taking off a single V-band at the top of the exhaust, which would be kind of here somewhere, and changing the 2 out for 1, it'll be just a Y collector here into 2, will be a lot easier. So that's a project, but obviously focus right now is just to get it through IVA and get that noise down to where I can be legal. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have a bit more for you on the next one, which might not be too long, when I'll brief out what I'm going to do, all my plans for the set headers and everything I'm going to build, especially as I can't weld. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, see you later.